had already gone to Ecuador. When I came back from Ecuador, I had these severe muscle pains from my bum all the way down to my feet. And I was losing my balance and I barely could walk. I couldn't sleep at night from the pain. I thought it was sciatic or maybe something, an injured disc or a muscle strain. I went to the emergency and they said I didn't need a scan. That the doctor there said his eyes were better than an ultrasound and all that. So I left there with no results. Of knowing what this was. I had been going through massage therapy and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. They suggested I go to emergency as well. A naturopath also. So Tuesday I went into the walk-in clinic. The hospital emergency was on Sunday. Tuesday I couldn't bear the pain. Tuesday I went to the walk-in clinic to see if I can have an ultrasound or an MRI. And he checked and he gave me the possibilities of what it could be, and that the best way to check would be to have an MRI. And he said I would send you for an MRI, but you have an appointment on Thursday with your oncologist, so you might as well wait. So I waited. I was in pain, so in pain. So when I saw her, she said, "How are you, Wendy?" And she was pretty serious. She's not really smiling, and I said to her, "Well, I'm having trouble with my legs, and I would like you to send me for testing." And she said, "Well, come in, I have some news for you. I have the results from your PET scan, and I know why that's happening. You could have spinal cord compression, which means a tumor has affected my spine and it's breaking or something." And she needed to admit me to the hospital that day for an emergency MRI. She said that that's the only way we can get it done quickly, and plus I have symptoms of going paralyzed, so she needed to treat that. And so in February I was admitted to the hospital the same day that I had my oncologist appointment follow-up. And then so my world came down then. They did the test, and then they found lesions in my lower back, lymphoma. That confirmed to be lymphoma, and also on my brain I had a 2.9 centimeter mass. So I was quite shocked that was happening, but then not so shocked looking back, thinking that I never had an MRI of the brain, and I never had a PET scan. I only had a PET scan last year when it all started. I think, I don't remember now, but I didn't have a test in the brain, and I didn't have PET scan like in the middle of my treatments. I only had a CT scan. So thinking about it, I wasn't too shocked. And plus I had a pulmonary embolism in July when I fainted and almost died. Before I started chemo. And when they took a sample of the fluid in the lung, there were lymphoma cells. So I guess her thought was, okay, the RCHOP would deal with that. And it did, because I'm not suffering from lung cancer or anything today. So then I think the only thing that would have picked up those lesions would have been the PET scan. And they did. And the MRIs too, once they figured what was going on with the central nervous system, because that was affected. And here I am today, treated. I was treated already with in February once again with high-dose chemotherapy called DHAP. So I had 2 rounds. I had to be admitted into the hospital. 1 week I was there for 3 days. The second week for 4 days. I had a 1 week break in between, and then I did it all over again for the second round. And then, yeah, the images were pretty positive. So thank God. All the glory to God. So yeah, and the next step of the treatment was the stem cell transplant. So this is day 1. I know I spoke quite a lot, and tomorrow there will be another recording of how I'm feeling tomorrow. So I wish you all have a good night. God bless everyone. God bless you, Joelle. God bless you, Mom. Thanks for being such a great support, for coming to visit me today, and for bringing me aguado soup, chicken aguado de gallina, and for Joelle to just hang out with me by my side and give me kisses and hugs, and through the mask, but he still gave me kisses. They spent maybe like 6 hours with me. So God, I ask you to protect them, and I ask you to cover them with your precious blood, that you give them good night dreams, and that you watch over them as they sleep, that you deliver them from evil. I'm happy to have had the opportunity for Joelle to read with me on FaceTime the Bible. He's starting to read the comic book Bible that was given to him by Hermano Oscar Munoz from our church. Thank you so much for that. What he does is he reads story in the middle, and then he goes to another story, and he jumps around. But I want him to start reading from the beginning, so he can have a better understanding of who God is from beginning to end. So today we started that, and he read the first chapter today with me. So I'm so grateful and thankful, Jesus. I'm going to take this one day at a time, because it's a beautiful thing.